What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to talk to you about a story out of Picture Rocks, Arizona. Shout out Picture Rocks. And it's about this guy right here. This guy that you see on here looking crazy as can be. His name is Joseph Gregory Antonsen. 38-year-old father, or he was a father. This guy right here is a piss poor parent and a awful human being in my book. This guy right here, I'm gonna you know what? Take a look at this story and we'll come back and talk about it.
A father facing homicide and child abuse charges after his 9-year-old was found dead in Picture Rocks. KGUN 9's Andrew Christensen is on scene and breaks down what we know so far.
Yeah, Pat, this is just a really sad situation. I could actually still see some of the toys outside in the front yard. And I was talking to a neighbor who tells me that she describes the 9-year-old son as someone who is fun, someone who is energetic, and somebody who played with her daughter. But she says that everything seemed to be fine at home. And I have the interim complaint right here that says that the man accused of killing him was Anton, and he says that they say that he was accused of negligent homicide and also child abuse.
With they only being across the street, it makes you second think what safety it really is.
Neighbor Michael Thomas says he only talked with the boy's father once.
The one time I did talk to him, he was very short. We only saw him at nighttime.
His daughter Arabella saw the 9-year-old son twice, once outside with a flashlight by himself at night.
It looked like he snuck out and there was no parent.
The Pima County Sheriff's Department says on Sunday night they found the body of a 9-year-old boy on the couch inside the house. An interim complaint says 38-year-old Joseph Antonsen told deputies his son got sick on July 12th. He told them he planned on taking his son to get medically checked out, but when he went outside to start his car and came back in, he says his son was shuddering and going limp. And after that, he could not find a pulse, and he wasn't breathing.
He's 9 years old. He didn't even get a chance to live his life. It's so heartbreaking. It's scary to know that kind of thing that can happen so close.
The complaint says Antonsen left his house without his son on July 12th and didn't come back until the 14th, the day deputies showed up. When they went inside the house, they said it didn't have running water or working toilets.
We could have given him water and stuff like that.
Deputies also say the house was filled with empty beer cans and water jugs with what seems to be urine, soiled diapers, rotten foods, and piles of trash near the couch where the boy's body was found. They also say there were venomous spiders, like black widows, inside the house. When deputies found the boy's body, they say he was decomposing.
Heartbreaking to know that you have a kid and you see we have a kid and you're not there asking for assistance.
Hey guys, that was the news article. That was the news video, but I'm going to read this news article by Law and Crime. Shout out Law and Crime. And it got a lot more information that the news people didn't tell you. So take a look at this. It reads as follows. An Arizona man is under arrest and facing felony negligent homicide and child abuse charges after his 9-year-old son's decomposing remains were found Sunday on a couch at a Picture Rocks home filled with garbage, soiled diapers, 1-gallon bottles of urine, and even brown recluse and black widow spiders, according to court documents. Jail records reviewed by Law and Crime show that 38-year-old Joseph Gregory Antonsen was booked on a $500,000 bond. This is after it was apparent in the Pima County Sheriff's Department that the young boy had been deceased inside the home for an extended period of time and that his father never got the victim the help he clearly needed. According to a probable cause affidavit, when authorities got to the scene Sunday evening, they found a filthy residence replete with insect activity, lots of empty beer cans, large piles of soiled diapers, rotten foods, large amounts of 1-gallon bottles of what appeared to be urine, black widow and brown recluse spiders, and the spider webs everywhere throughout the walls. Authorities further said that there was no running water or working toilets at the residence and that the victim was found dead and decomposing on the couch in a sitting position. Deputies alleged that Anderson claimed his son had become ill 2 days earlier, July 12th, and claimed that he was going to get him medical help but never did, opting instead to leave the house until July 14th. Joseph also stated that he was going to take him to get medically checked, and on that day, he went to turn on his vehicle and then went back inside the house to put a shirt on. Documents said he noticed that his son was shuddering and going limp. He stated that after that, he could not find a pulse and stated he was not breathing. The defendant admitted that he should have called somebody, but didn't make additional remarks when detectives tried to question him on the authorities alleged. Based on the deplorable conditions at a home and Joseph failing to provide medical aid or calling 911 for redacted, probable cause exists for child abuse and negligent homicide, deputies concluded. Regarding the defendant, a flight risk since he's solely dependent upon his Panama-based parents. While the boy was not identified by the sheriff's department, Pima County records of the recently deceased showed the name Theodore Anderson and says he was 4'5" and weighed 41 pounds. All right, guys, there you have it. That's the story of Joseph Gregory Anderson, 38-year-old piece of shit. I told you before, some people need to be fried in fish grease. That's your prime candidate right there. You knew your son was sick, was going through some type of trauma, and you walked away. It's unacceptable. Ain't no damn way. Said the child was shuddering and then going limp. So I don't know, what does that mean? He was having a seizure or something? He was seizing? Either way, you knew it was something you were supposed to do. You had gas in your car to leave. You could have got your child out there. What kind of parent, when they see their child struggling, health-wise, does not make it a priority to get them the help they need because your child is the future, even though yours was shit. I wonder where he went these past 2 days. You left, went and had good night's sleep, and whatever you was doing while your child struggled. They said the baby was dead. The boy, 9 years old, was dead in a sitting position. Hey, I'm gonna get help. I'll be right back. I don't even think he said nothing. My opinion, I think he left up out the house and just didn't even say nothing, just left because the boy was too weak to go after him. That's just my opinion. 41 pounds at 4'5", you need your head chopped off. If you could not take care of that child as a father, leader of the house, if you couldn't take care of that kid, you could have did something. If you seen your son was 41 fucking pounds, you could have went and at least humbled yourself and went across the street to the neighbors, just like they said, hey, said they saw the baby walking around out night. So that right there make me think this dude is a drug addict or is some type of drugs. Look at the house. They was living like squatters. No running water. I don't even know if they had electricity, but it's hot as hell out there in Arizona. Summertime at that, you're a piece of shit. Why is he sitting in jail? Negligent homicide, meaning you did that on purpose. Why are you in jail? Why do people, if they pay taxes out there, I don't know if they do or not, why are people feeding this man when he didn't feed his own fucking kid? I ask you. No amount of him being locked up or whatever can give justice to this little boy. What did they say the boy's name was? Theodore Anderson. See, it's the thing, locking people up and incarcerating them and all this stuff and giving them, you know, they used to call it rehabilitation or they used to call it punishment or whatever. No, he still get to laugh, enjoy yourself. He's a piece of shit. He'll be around a lot of other people that are like him. They'll link up. That's why a lot of people say, oh, when people do stuff to kids or people do this or people, oh, he'll get justice in prison. A lot of times they won't. because people will link up with people that are like them. Jail is full and prison is full of a lot of different type of people from different backgrounds and different mentalities, and they link up. Human beings are social creatures, whether they're in the belly of the beast or out here in the real world. He'll still experience happiness, ups and downs in life, where his son won't. Where's the justice? This guy right here starved his kid. Wasn't a fucking good father. Damn sure wasn't a good role model. No running water in the fucking house. Could you imagine not having no running water? It's just like not having no electricity out here like in Houston. That was a wake-up call, and it was a reality check that a lot of us never seen coming. This right here, no water in the desert. No operating toilets. 9 years old. Down here, I didn't read, it said, people said, the neighbors, his son was really cute. He was a really friendly kid. He was very polite, and he was a lot friendlier than his father. What makes this story the hardest to me, and the reason why I did this story is this. You know how hard it is for a man to have his child, whether it's sole custody or not? You had your kid, your son. Everything that's bad in you and going wrong with you, you could have taught lessons to him and raised him to be better, not to fall into the traps and pitfalls that you did yourself, but you didn't do that. You wallowed in your own misery and made your little boy go through it too. But he paid the ultimate price while your bitch ass is still fucking here. That's why I'm telling you, if I ran shit around here, it'd be a lot of crying and a lot of people getting the fuck up out of here. Whether they was getting exiled, or we was just taking them right out. This is craziness. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. May Theodore Antonson rest in peace. And I never... Maybe if I wasn't even doing these type of news stories, I would be oblivious to this like a lot of other people. But I mean, just how somebody will either hurt their child nowadays or not rendered aid when they get hurt or something's hurting them is beyond me. A parent to a child is everything. They can touch you and take away your pain by just rubbing your back or just hugging you. And kids are going through stuff no child should have to go through nowadays. And it's heartbreaking. It is. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.